观众朋友好，欢迎收看最新一期的子天访谈录 SD Talk Show， 我是子天 Schedule。Welcome to SD Talk Show. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Sky. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited for our talk show today because we have two special guests from our hometown.
Wow, Missouri City.
Missouri City.
Yeah.
First, we got Honorable Constable Daryl Smith.
Yes.
And we have
Beautiful lady Monica.
Yes.
Last name?
Monica Riley.
Yeah.
Right here in the
Yeah.
flesh.
Yeah, we're going to have fun today. As you know, this show is for this small business owners and investors. But a lot of people said, stay away from politics. But you can't. If real estate and business is your profession, then politics is your business. You cannot operate in an environment without have a safety.
That's right.
So I'm so grateful that you guys come and talk a little bit about safety, how we work together to increase the safetyness of our city.
But Danny, one of the main things is when you look at public safety and you look at businesses, y'all want to come into an area that's safe. Y'all want to come into an area that your business can stride, okay, and produce. So having public safety around, the police officers coming in, not only to your business, coming to your shop, training, and just showing y'all some of the things that y'all might want to look for to stay safe. That's where we come in to work close together. And I have been very proud to work alongside of you for years, and I'm very happy for everything that you have done for Fort Bend County to help not only the businesses, but help make sure the businesses stay safe by also bringing the police force in to get different viewpoints of how we need to keep us safe.
Yeah, thank you, Constable. Could you please briefly tell the audience how long have you been elected and what is your primary role and who are you planning to work with, because you cannot do it by yourself in order to bring our city safe?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm retired from Missouri City after 28 years.
Yes.
I was elected in 2019. This is my second term, my first full term. And so my vision is to work along with the community and along with the other cities and the city council people that is in office, just your city councilman and your city council woman that is in office. And Monica Riley, I back her 100% because I feel that she is a positive addition to the Missouri City Council. So that's why I'm here supporting Monica Riley. So we can do a lot of things for not only Missouri City, but working together to protect and serve the citizens of Fort Bend County.
Hi, Monica.
Hello, Sky.
Yeah.
Hi, Danny. It's good to be here today. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah. Can you say hi to our Southern News audience? I know you already got the vote from the Fort Bend County.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Monica Riley, and I'm so honored to be here today to talk with you guys and have a great conversation and tell you a little bit about myself. I'm raised in Missouri City, Texas, where Danny and Constable have found their roots as well. And so I've been there my whole life, 46 years. I've raised my 7 children in my District A home of 21 years as a taxpayer. And of course, I'm a small business owner myself right there in Missouri City. And so I've been out in Fort Bend County my whole life, and I love it. I'm looking forward to this opportunity to serve as the next city councilwoman in District A, of course with the support and the help of you guys out there in TV land.
Thank you, Monica. So why you want to run the city council?
So it's more so, why do I want to run? It's more so it's time that I did run. So being from that particular area in District A, growing up there, watching how Missouri City, especially in District A, came about. When I moved out there was nothing out there. It was just all land, grass, cows, and deers running around. And so I watched that community become what it is today with all of the new development. I was there when Kroger's came on board, when Walmart was first built. And so now that we have all of that infrastructure in place, I also unfortunately watched it kind of decline a little bit and not get the necessary attention that it needed. And so when the opportunity came about where the seat was open and Dr. Cheryl Sterling was not going to be seeking re-election and supporting me, I took the opportunity to say now is the time that I step forward and serve my community as I've been doing for the last 21 years as a community leader, as a business owner, and as a person that believes in economic growth in that area. So it was just more so it was time to do it.
That's great. So what's your priority?
My priorities are obviously, of course, is public safety. With the constable here and a former police officer in Missouri City and sergeant, it's important for me that our residents always feel safe and that our current public safety department is also efficient and effective. And so public safety is a top priority, making sure that we maintain our very low crime rate, as well as making sure that our businesses out there, as Constable mentioned, they feel safe and they feel that their companies and their businesses are going to be thriving in that area, and that their patrons and their customers are not going to be fearful of when they come into their businesses. So public safety is a top priority for me. And then as we move forward, I want to make sure that we have the necessary economic growth and development in Missouri City, all of Missouri City, especially in District A, that is going to help our city be very, very successful overall. And of course, our small businesses in that area, they want to be successful as well. So we want to make sure that we're putting things in place, programs, projects, incentives, and marketing in place so that all of our businesses can thrive in that particular area. And then of course, I want to make sure that we're looking out for good tax base, helping our seniors stay connected, and of course, all of our international family members out there as well, because I'm very diverse in my friendships as well as my relationships. So I want to make sure that everybody feels inclusive to Missouri City.
Yeah. Constable, you have been in politics, a public servant for close to 3 decades.
Yes.
So you've seen people come and go, you've seen politicians get elected and politicians retire. So what make an effective council member, especially the new one? Remember, there must be some kind of collaboration in order to provide maximum effectiveness for the city and the county, correct?
Yes. What make, I guess, your councilwoman or your councilman most effective is by getting in tune to what the people need of that city and Fort Bend County. Get out there, be involved. Go out there, talk to the businessmen, talk to the owners of the different shops, the store, see what they need, see how they feel about if they don't feel protected, if they don't see law enforcement around driving around at a reasonable amount of time, then we need to work close together, because if your customer base don't come into your store because they feel threatened, you cannot strive and provide for the next level. So we have to work really close together, law enforcement, city council, and all of the, I say, surrounding agencies working close together, protect one another.
Right, so you're saying in order to help people, you have to understand people.
Yes.
To be able to understand people, you must have to have that connection, that interactions, and you guys are everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen you everywhere, all kind of events, and I've seen you actually, a lot of people claim at the election, they are people friendly and all that, but before that, they never see them before.
Yes.
So I like the fact that you've seen it.
One of the things about me as the constable, I'm doing something that I love to do. And when you work and you work hard and do something that you love doing, it's not work. And that's one thing I like about Monica Raleigh. She loved getting out there working with the people. So when you're getting out there working with the people, doing your job is easy. It is easy and it's rewarding. And that's what I like about my job. That's what I like about Monica Raleigh. She have that type of spirit. And I think this city, Missouri City, will benefit for her being on council.
Thank you. Wow, that was a mouthful, and I appreciate it. I want to segue into, I believe in that same motto, do what you love and love what you do, because then it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like an enjoyment, a fulfillment that you're giving back in the community. And, you know, having the opportunity to serve on city council, you know, in these next couple of weeks, we'll find out the results, is going to be an honor for me, because knowing most of those people, working with them on an everyday basis, on a regular basis, seeing their smiling faces, and even sometimes when I hear their complaints and their concerns and have the opportunity to address those, to me that's valuable. That's what community is really all about, is everybody working together and enjoying the space that we all live in, because we're all neighbors at the end of the day. And so that's important to me.
Right. Well, what do you think about a statement that that said supporting the small business owners is supporting the community? Think about it. If that business owner store is run out of business, then job will be lost, services will be lost, and that area will be run down. There's not much left for a constable or councilman to manage.
That's right. Do you know how important it is to have these small businesses in our area? It is so good to go inside of a store, talk to the manager, get to know the manager, not only on a first name basis, they know us, we go in there. So they feel safe, okay? The customers feel safe. And now the city progresses. And then other businesses want to move in. When they see that, when they see all of this, then other businesses want to move in. When they come in and walk around, well, I feel safe here. I can go back to my car. I can walk here. They say, hey, this is a nice city. Let me bring a business in here. And that's what we want. We want more businesses coming into Missouri City, Fort Bend County, and we want y'all to feel safe and making sure y'all have made the best investment in our city, and y'all are willing to make that investment for this city to get better.
I know Danny is a former Missouri City Council. Also, you are business owner. Monica is the same. But Monica, you are female. You have 7 kids.
Yes, I do. I have 7 daughters, to be exact.
I wonder how to balance your time for work and family.
Well, the important thing is you have to be organized. You have to be organized, you have to be structured, and have a very good phone with a great calendar. Okay, most of my kids, we coordinate our calendars together. We have great communication, as well as I'm always, you know, making sure that I'm talking to everyone and balancing my work along with my community efforts as well as my family. So it's really about building those relationships and also then setting boundaries as well. Very seldomly do I tell people, no, I can't be somewhere or I can't do something, because I don't believe can't is in my vocabulary. It's more so I can, let me just check and see how I can do it. And so I love working with the community and those businesses out there. I patronize those businesses, and I have for years. So it's important to me that we do have thriving businesses, but also that the families and the community and the residents feel safe going in there, as well as having a clean establishment. If we are supporting our local businesses, especially our small businesses, if we are supporting them, there's no reason for them to not thrive. And so it's important that we do our part, you know, is from the city perspective to do good marketing, offer incentives, as well as, you know, enforcing code enforcements when, you know, people are out of order. Because if not, that's going to affect business. Customers are not going to want to shop there if the parking lot is dirty or if they don't feel safe. You know, so we all have to work together. The law enforcement, they have to keep our residents safe, keep the businesses safe. Then we, as city council, we've got to get out there and make sure that the violations are up to par, the businesses look great, their establishments are, you know, have great products that everybody wants to purchase from. And then of course our customers, they will come. So that old motto, if you build it, they will come. Well, if you maintain it, they will keep coming.
I like you said.
And then, as you know, when you was on council, you was involved. You was out there. Okay? He knew what was going on. He knew what the city needed. He knew what different areas needed. But the key is, he didn't do it behind that bench when he was there. He got involved. And that's what I'm saying. We have to stay involved in knowing what we need to do for our city to make it progress.
Yes. Talk about involvement. I know that you put together different committees. You know that the collaborations of the citizens will help you. So would you please share with the audience what type of committees have you formed so far and how effective are they?
Well, a lot of my committees that we're down, we have like an advisory team that comes in and they will talk about the areas of patrol. We'll talk about areas that need it, okay, businesses that need more attention. We looks at all of that.
They'll be your extra eyes and ears.
Yes,
so.
yes, and my advisors they have businesses, they have their own job, but they come in to help us out because they have one thing in mind: to protect and serve Fort Bend County and the city, surrounding cities. So I want to say, and Danny is one of my advisors. I have to say thank you very much. Thank you for coming out. And we walk around. We look at what needs to be done. He put his input in. He said, "Hey, Constable, what about doing this?" And we look at it and we throw things around. That's the same thing as him being an ex-council member, that he can help out and look and see what Ms. Raleigh's doing, and he can say and give her support and direction. You know, you always have to be trained. So you always have to have a good leader in showing you what to do for the betterment of our community.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't you love that attitude?
Yeah.
The attitude, the mentality of humility and listening to the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also yesterday, it's Thanksgiving Day. I want to appreciate the audience to support our show and appreciate you three for service for the city.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a thankless job. I mean, I don't know why they should spend time enjoying life, you know. I don't know, they got a few $100 in a month. They can pay for gas.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you must have, you take the joy. It's not a monetary reward. It's a part of you. You are part of it, and the community is part of you. And you take the pleasure. Otherwise, there's no motivation.
You have to love what you do. It's not about money.
Yeah.
It's not about money. I tell a lot of people that this badge have not made me over 32 years. I have made this badge.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And when like you, Danny, when you come up and you said, "How are you doing, Constable?" And see, Danny can say, "Daryl, how you doing, Daryl?" And I say, because I call him Danny sometimes. We call councilman all the time, Councilman Wynn. But we get there because not only that is, we becomes one. Because we have the same goal in mind, is what? Providing the best that we can provide for our citizens. And that's when you have someone good working for everyone else.
Right.
And that's important. It's important to be involved in the community prior to any office you take. Is really valuable because you build those relationships. People like to know your name.
Yeah.
They want to know Danny, they want to know Scott, they want to know Monica, they want to know Daryl. They want to know who the person is behind the title. And I think that speaks volumes when people know who you are, what you're about, and that you can relate to them and they can relate to you. You know, and I really appreciate, you know, this time in this season because I built so many relationships over the last 21 years serving in that same community. Never knew it would land to this particular point because I've loved doing it. I've enjoyed it. I serve as one of Constable's advisors as well. Helping at food drives and PPE and so many other committees and councils and boards that I serve on. And you mentioned earlier about employment, and that's one of my passions in Missouri City because I serve on the Gulf Coast Workforce Commissions Board, and I have been for the last 3 years. And it's opportunities like that that award us the ability to put certain things in place to help our community. to help our businesses, you know, help our senior citizens and our children in the future. So I really, really like what Constable was saying about being involved. And I remember, Danny, when you were on council, I used to watch you and follow you and look at your posts on social media. And so it's so inspirational to see, you know, I'm having a conversation with you today. And I will need, you know, if I'm elected to that position, I'm going to be looking to people to ask you guys questions, because you set a standard back then. And there's things that you put in place back then that we're following even right now to this day. And so, and even being a business owner in that area, I'm going to be looking to people and asking them questions and being taught, you know, the right way of doing things, and then also building those relationships that I don't already have. So this is a really great opportunity to just build more friendships and relationships.
And you know, as it's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It is the giving season. Yeah. Precinct 2, we do food distribution. Last week, we served over 300 and something families of food, along with the Houston Food Bank. What I'm saying is this here, our job is more than just going out here, pushing our papers every day, riding the streets. Yeah. We're gonna do that, but we have to go over and beyond that to see the needs of the citizens that live out in our community. We have to meet their needs and let them know we're gonna keep you safe. We're gonna, if you need a little food, we're gonna make sure we feed you a little bit. Because if they're doing well, what? The city do well. Yeah. Everybody is getting rewarded. Yeah. Okay? And then the smile on their faces means everything. Yeah. So that's what we like to do. So I wanted to say, and Danny, you know, you have been there. You have helped out with us. You have helped support us on some things that we were not able to get. And I want to say thank you again for that. Because this is the season that people really do appreciate the Thanksgiving part of everyone else.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And the respect. Yeah. You know, actions speak louder than words.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes you're a friend with somebody, but when you work for the public interest, you put that friendship aside.
Yes.
You know, and then you put the public interest together.
That's right.
And then I saw it with my own eyes, with my own eyes. You know, last year during the pandemic, you see truckload boxes with sanitizer and glove and all that. Yeah. They have booth week in and week out to pass it to. Would you please briefly share with the people what you did during
during the pandemic, what we did was we made sure that we passed out gloves, all type of disinfectant and everything, because it was so important that we get out. And a lot of the people could not get out to get them. We made home deliveries on a lot of things, okay? So we all pulled together. Everybody pulled together. I have to say, I got a great staff. I have a great staff. You know, I always say this here, and I always say, you know, I don't care how good a quarterback is. If you take away that line, that quarterback not that good. I need that line. My staff is my team. Love it. And we work good as a team in providing for the community. So when I talk about Precinct 2, I just don't talk about Constable Daryl Smith. I talk about my whole staff, because I need every last one of them to where we are doing the job we're doing. It always the people behind the scenes sometimes they're doing the most work. Yeah. So I want to put a shout out to them and say I want to thank them for all the hard work they do in providing for the community also, because all of them and then I have a lot of volunteers that come out there to volunteer their time, because the reason why, they care about our community, they care about Missouri City, they care about the people in Fort Bend County, and they want to see everyone be taken care of.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes thanking an officer and a law enforcement officer is not enough, Sky. You know, at night we're going to sleep. They're patrolling the street. Whether it's cold, you know, I mean, whether cold is wet, it rain, they are out there.
Yeah.
When we go to work, we kiss our spouses. We believe that we go back. The gentlemen and the honorable man and woman, there's no guarantee.
Yeah,
they can walk in that house. Wow, that house could be last goodbye.
Yeah.
And then you see him. Sometimes I say, "Hello, constable," but you know that they have to constantly protect themselves. You know how uncomfortable that is. So we're very grateful of our law enforcement.
And that's one of the main things that Danny did, and he was real strong on, you know, making sure we have our body armors, okay, and stuff like this here, because when he see me, he'll pat me and say, okay.
Quality check.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I pray that you save and you pick the right leadership partner, whoever that is, you're the right person, so you keep our city safe.
Yes.
Because without safety, nothing matters.
Yeah.
Nothing matters, so continue to do the good work, Constable.
Thank
Very
you.
grateful.
Thank you
Anything
very
that we can do to support the leadership and the law enforcement, please let us know. And actions speak louder than words, Sky. They came out here.
Yeah.
They don't sit back there. They reached out to the international district. What do you think?
Yeah.
Leadership with action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep that good work and best of luck to you.
Thank you
And
so
is there
very
anything else you would like to say?
Well, I'd just like to
before-
tell everybody out there, my name is Monica Riley, and I am going to be on the runoff ballot that's going to take place on December 11th, which is Election Day. Early voting starts this Monday, November 29th, right after Turkey Day, and it runs all the way through Tuesday, December the 7th. So please get out there and vote, and I really hope that you'll vote for your mountain moving Monica Riley. I appreciate y'all so very much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for coming to our show. Like Danny say, action is louder than talk.
Yeah. I want to say thank y'all for inviting us here today,
Yes.
to giving us an opportunity to let the audience know what we're doing and what we are doing for the community. Okay.
Maybe in the future we got a workshop. You know, we have a lot of small business owners.
That would be great.
So, workshop
Yes.
by safety, workshop by economic development.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Okay.
And, you know, call me anytime. We'll be there. And so I will return your favor because I call you anytime you're there. So call me anytime and I'll be there also, okay?
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
I'd like to just tell your audience, if anybody needs to reach me, I'm very down to earth. My phone number is 281-410-5719. So if you need to reach me, reach out.
Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Sky. Thanks,
Yeah.
Danny.
Thank you. 这就是今天的子天访谈录。We see you next week as the talk show. Thank you.